guys, it's September 13th, 2015, so I am 1 month post-op top surgery. Um, so I guess I'll show you my chest first. And so first of all, nipples look a lot better. I definitely got impatient and just picked all the scabs off. This nipple in particular had scabs like all the way around it. Um, and I just picked them all off. It got to a point where I knew that they weren't really stuck that much anymore, and they were just kind of like sticking up, and I just picked them off. And then this one, it still has a tiny scab in the middle there, but that came after I picked the giant scab off, so they look fine. Uh, you definitely cannot see it, and I've been meaning to mention this since I had surgery, but there's hair like along the top there, like chest hair from before I had surgery. I had tons of black hair around my nipples, and obviously that part of my chest is gone because they took that part off. But I guess right along here, where the on top of the incision line is where like the top of my nipple used to be. Um, so some of the hair that was there survived and ended up here. So I do have like 7 or 8 hairs on each side here, and they're pretty long and they look kind of weird because they're right along the incision. But yeah, those did survive. Uh, Unfortunately, not all of my chest hair survived because I had like 50 or so hairs around each nipple, and but a few of them survived, so that's kind of nice. Um, I had a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago maybe, I kind of overworked my right hand, my right arm, and which caused this entire section to like really swell up. It was like rock hard and really big. Um, so it went down after about a week or so, but yeah, it's kind of scared me because it swelled up really fast and then it was very painful. And um, yeah, I did something that it didn't like and it swelled up. As far as the swelling, the little pocket of swelling that's here, you can barely see it anymore. It's still kind of there. You can see the shadow a little bit. Um, so what I was told to do, I had an appointment on the 9th of September, and the lady told me to put um, this piece of gauze, a lot of pieces of gauze, on the swelling, and then put the post-op binder on and sleep with it on for a week. I thought about doing that, but she said that the swelling will go down by itself. It's just that this will make it go faster. I thought about doing it, but that post-op binder is so uncomfortable, especially to sleep in, that I just didn't bother. And honestly, it's gone down even more since I saw her on the 9th, and it's the 13th. I can barely see it when I look in the mirror now. So honestly, I didn't see a point in doing that and being uncomfortable for a week sleeping and not really getting any sleep, when it's just going to go down on its own. If it takes a little longer, then that's what it takes. So I wore like you can see my nipples look a lot better. They're not like pussy or anything. And I wore the gauze with the medical tape and the polysporin on it. I was supposed to be wearing the post-op binder over top of that, but I didn't. I decided to just tape it to myself. Um, and then around the end of that time, the lady actually suggested this at the clinic. She said that some people use panty liners and they stick it on she said stick it on the post-op binder so that it's not like, I don't really know, but I stuck I cut them. This is the two ends, but I cut them into 3 pieces, and then you can just obviously peel the back off and stick it on the inside of your shirt, and then put the polysporin a little bit in the middle, and then stick it on your shirt, and then it'll be there, because they're less noticeable than the gauze that you have taped to you. I only did that at the end though when there wasn't as much stuff coming off of my nipples. I just did it because I was gone for a long day and I didn't want anything rubbing against them and causing any problems. So I figured I should put something on them. Um, but yeah, the panty liner thing did work closer to the end of it when you don't really want to be taping on your chest anymore. You know, that was fine. I've also been meaning to show you guys what McLean uses for the post-op binder, and I kept forgetting. So this is the giant piece of like gauze thing that you wrap around your chest like this. It doesn't stick or anything. You just wrap it, and then you put the post-op binder, which is like a compression thing for your abdomen or something, but they use it for this. You put it, I never undid this one, it's just got safety pins and a string for the arms, and you put it like through this way, and then you have the gauze obviously underneath, so this isn't actually touching your skin, and then you wrap it around and you Velcro it like that. Obviously the strap is up. You Velcro it like here, so that it's even, and then the other strap you pull around and you safety pin it here. I needed help every single time. There was absolutely no way I was getting that on by myself, because there's a lot of maneuvering, and I would hold the gauze around me so it wouldn't fall, and my mom would Velcro it up and then do the pin up. But there was absolutely no way I was doing that myself. And I just found it so uncomfortable and just so, like, it just wasn't working. So I literally wore it for about 4 days. Sorry, checking if my family was coming up the driveway. Yeah, I wore it for like 4 or 5 days, maybe. I wore it to sleep for the full first week, but I only wore it during the day for 4 days post-op, and then I was supposed to wear it for 3 weeks until I was 3 weeks post-op, and I just didn't. I could not do it, and like my chest looks fine. I don't see anything that happened as a result of not wearing it. So whatever. What else have I got here? I don't want to forget anything. Oh, I've been putting bio oil on my scars since I think for maybe 2 weeks now. I started doing it just after 2 weeks post-op, a few days after because we hadn't bought it yet. But yeah, I've been putting bio oil on the scars, and they've gotten darker because they're flattening out. So now they're like, because my mom was like, why do they look so much darker? It's because they're flattening out and they're obviously healing. So, but yeah, I've been putting bio oil on every day. You're supposed to do it twice a day, and I do it twice a day if I remember to do it twice a day, but usually I do it once a day. I also had a stitch sticking out on the side here of this nipple, like not on the nipple, but like off to the side. And I left it there for a while because I didn't know what would happen if I touched it. And then I just decided to pull on it, and it ended up being like this tiny little stitch that just happened to be sticking out. So I just pulled it out and nothing happened. This nipple is like, I guess, the better one because it actually like transitions onto my skin, whereas this one like sticks out all around it. I don't know if you can see it, but it does. It like pops out, whereas this one is like flat against my skin, and then it comes and protrudes out like it should. This is what my chest looks like from the side. But yeah, I think that is all I had to say. I'm really, really impressed. I'm really happy with it. I will be going back to work soon. I'm gonna take the full 6 weeks off. My dad said that's fine, just because the whole swelling thing, and there is still a little bit of like, oh, the other thing is my armpit, the back half of this armpit and my back here are still numb. I don't know if I will get feeling back there soon, but it still feels weird. Yeah, there's a little bit of pain along the incision lines. Sometimes, not right now for some reason, but sometimes there is a little bit of pain. Otherwise, everything is fine. So Anyway, yeah, so a month post-op, we'll do another update at 2 months post-op. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, video topics, anything like that, let me know. Subscribe, and thank you for watching.